Hello and welcome, my friends. It is I, Jaffa. Once again, I need to hurry and quickly check. Come on, Twitch. Hello and welcome. Alright. So today's episode is again late. I will explain that here in a minute. Okay, nightfall. I'll explain that here in a minute. It's going to be a little bit different format. It's going to be closer to a grindy soapbox episode in that I have something to say that's not really pertaining to the build itself. Yeah, I got plenty of dirt. Oh, I want blocks. Anyway, I've got stuff that I want to say that does not necessarily pertain to the build. That is still loud. Let me actually turn down game sounds. That's a 60. Okay. Come back here. Anyway, so it is going to be a little bit different format in that cannot craft a block with a shovel. Anyway, that I have some things that I want to talk about that's not going to be part of the video itself, but I'm doing it while recording the video. So yeah, it's going to be a little kind of hodgepodge together. Oh, do I? Yes, I do. So it's going to be a little bit hodgepodge. It's not going to be like a normal video in that I have kind of a plan and I sit there and showcase what I've done and stuff like that. Oh, I've even got those. Look at that. I'm a professional. What it is... Yeah, that'll be a good height. What it is I need to talk something. I need to get something off of my chest. And I'm going to go ahead and use this as kind of a grindy soapbox episode to do so. Now, first the administration stuff, the channel. The reason why I'm late is because the fact that I had some stuff at school to take care of. Not classes or anything like that. I am in a club and there was a club meeting that was required. And you know how things go. You get there, you get involved, and after a while you don't notice what time it is, and then someone has a bright idea of, well, let's go ahead and eat. And if someone else is buying your food, you kind of feel obligated to stay the whole rest of the time. And so, yeah, that's basically what happened. So I stayed and got some things worked out. But after it was over, it only got over about an hour ago. But after it was over, I started talking with some friends and I found out a few things that upset me. Now, it's not about my friends. I mean, you know, they're good people. It's about one in particular who has some health problems. I just got done talking to her about health problems. She has diabetes, and I lost a brother to diabetes. So, you know, we sat there and talked for a little while. Well, apparently, she took a turn, not necessarily for the worse. She's not dying, but she's not doing well either. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to state my opinion about diabetes. Diabetes in general. It sucks. Now my brother, he didn't do the best job taking care of himself. And like I says, he eventually ended up dying. I mean, he lived with the disease for more than 20 years. So I guess he kind of beat the odds that way. Let me take a couple of these and get them brewing up in here. So he did beat the odds that way. But, yeah, I personally think it would have been a lot better that he could have survived a lot longer than he did, had he done a better job. But yeah, this friend got diabetes. Whoops, I need to make my blocks. She got diabetes and she's having trouble. And you know, for those who do not know about the disease, let me tell you what I do know about the disease. There are two types of diabetes. One is called insulin resistant, and that's where the cells, the pancreas, where the pancreas still produces the... Oh, I need a door up to there, don't I? Shoot. I'll just go up and do a ladder thing. It's where the pancreas still does produce insulin. And but for some reason the body resists it, hence the term insulin resistance. That is type 2 diabetes. Now my brother, he had type 1 diabetes. My friend had type 2, okay? Just so that you get the context here. My friend had type 2 and my brother had type 1. Type 1 is where the pancreas completely shuts down. His type was known as juvenile diabetes. He was just a kid when he got it. And you know, he was adulting with his own kids by the time he died, but yeah. So you have two different types of diabetes, and both of them suck. I don't know if I could say that enough. It's a horrible disease. It's not life-threatening to everyone. There's a lot of people on type 2 that go ahead and live ordinary lives with just, you know, changing their diet. But not everybody is that fortunate. Let's see. This is the level that I want to start throwing down these things. So, sorry. As you know, I cannot think and talk at the same time. Nope, not the right spot. Anyway, so type 2 and type 1 diabetes. I have a coworker who has type 1 right now, and you know, he's managing it just fine. So right, there's the other one. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so my friend is, like I says, my coworker has type 1 right now, and is doing just fine. My that's my coworker. My friend, she is having to, hey there, buddy. You weren't supposed to be able to spawn down there. Interesting. He could have shot me off at any time and I wouldn't have noticed. Sorry, I'm real scatterbrained right now. Hearing that she's at home, you know, she's doing the home nurse stuff. So that's kind of good, but it still sucks that she has to deal with this. I hate diabetes, you know, for good reason. I've had too many friends that get sick, etc. off of it. So Um, but yeah, shit, I don't know what else to say. I hate diabetes. Um, I had this big old long thing on the drive home that I was going to start saying about diabetes and how it's a terrible disease and we need to find a cure. And um, it really is. It's not just lip service here, guys. Diabetes affects a lot of people, and a lot of people that you wouldn't think it affects. Um, Dang it, I need to move those in a little bit. Um, anyway, it affects a lot of people that you wouldn't think it affects. Um, every family member who has someone in their life that has diabetes, every one of them is affected by this disease. There's not a single person who has a loved one with diabetes who escapes the pain of diabetes. It is similar to cancer in that, but cancer is by far a worse thing because it. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to compare the two. Cancer's worse. Just go ahead and take my word on that. Cancer is worse. I've had a lot of friends die from cancer as well, and cancer is worse. But diabetes is up there as far as bad juju. I don't like. You know what? I can't do this very easily. I only have 4 torches. Okay, well, I'm going to do 4 at a time then. Okay, that's that. And there's 2 there. That. And 2 there. So that one. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Like I says, my brain is going all over the place. It was upsetting news. Having just talked with her and found out, that we have that in common. That she has the disease. My brother had the disease. Just it really took me by surprise that here she is. I thought she was doing okay, and really, honestly, she's not. And that's the other thing about it affecting families and friends is that a lot of the times we think that, our loved ones are doing just fine with bad situation. And really what they're doing is they're trying to not have us feel the pain. So they say that they're doing fine. They're like, oh yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been hard. I tell you, if someone says that they're doing okay and that it's been hard, that means that they are suffering bad and they need your support. I heard that pretty much all my life, and from my grandmother. Grandma was also quite sick in her lifetime. Okay. But anyway, Grandma had some health problems too. And, she would say stuff like that. It's been hard, but I'm doing okay. And it was a lie. Trying to save our feelings. Which I guess is okay for a grandma to do. If all the grandkids hear is how bad Grandma and Grandpa are doing, they're not going to stick around. They're not going to be around. So I guess I can kind of see why Grandma said that. But it's bad when you do that to friends. Friends are supposed to, friends will judge you no matter what. So might as well just be honest with them and honest with yourself. Because, they're going to give you a Anyway, they're going to give you hell no matter what you say, no matter what you think. They're going to give you hell. And that's their job. That's part of the fun. That's part of the reason why you are friends with them, is they will give you hell. And half the time, you probably deserve it. So, the fact that she tried to protect my feelings by not telling me the truth, it really upset me. And yeah, I don't even know how to handle it, guys. I'm not real good with handling surprises, as the creepers in this game have shown you in many episodes past. I don't handle surprises very well, and dang it, to have my friend not trust me enough to tell me the truth, it was devastating. And diabetes sucks. If you have diabetes, be honest with your friends. Just say, you know what, this disease is hell. Did I just see what I think I saw? You rat bastard. How did you escape? Oh my god. Eldersdale 3 is going to have a change in the Project Rainbow. It may not even have a Project Rainbow. I'm having such a wonderful time trying to keep these suckers in their cage. Anyway, yeah, if you have diabetes, or if you have any medical problem, you don't have to say how bad of a problem that you're having. You don't have to say, well, this week I had the squirts. Some things people just don't want to hear about. If your disease is causing you to have diarrhea, fine. Keep that private. But if you're struggling and you're, if you have overdone it one day, say that you've been trying to be tough for, well, let's be honest, you're trying to be tough for the troops, okay? The people in your life who constantly support you. If you're trying to be tough for them, those are the people that you can be weak in front of. They expect you to show weakness, and that is how they can show love back, is by being your strength in your weakness. And yes, I'm preaching to the choir here because I have my own problems. You guys know about and apparently I was corrected. It's pronounced Raynaud's, not Raynaud's. So Raynaud's syndrome. Raynaud's is where your body is cutting off the blood flow to your extremities. I suspect that it has something to do with let me get this guy back in his pen. I suspect that it has something to do with your core body temperature. Your body thinks that you're colder than you actually are. That's my personal thought. What? No. How did you get out?
He just turned around and walked out because you didn't get the doors closed.
It's interesting. I get this purple guy. No. Get this purple guy in. No, you sucker. I will punch you. I get this Oh, he was glitching through the fence. I get this purple guy in, and the blue guy escapes. I didn't even see it happen. And I had looked from up there. There were 3 of these blue dudes in I'll have to recheck the footage. I may be lying out my bum, but anyway. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Back to what I was doing. And I can't even remember where I was at talking, guys. But just be honest with your friends. You know, if a friend is a true friend, they're going to support you no matter what. Guess I can't run because I have an 8. If a if a friend is a true friend, they are going to support you no matter what. And if they're not a true friend, if they can't support you in whatever illness or whatever problems you have, perhaps you need to reconsider what... Oh, shoot, I forgot to put in the jack-o'-lanterns on this level. Well, okay. Anyway, a friend will be a true friend, or they're not worthy to be your friend. You know, sometimes a friend will say things that you don't want to hear. Most of the time, a good friend will tell you things that you do not want to hear. If you have a yes man for a friend, what kind of a friend could he really be? If all he's going to do, or she, you know, because there are yes women out there, but if all they're going to do is say, you know, oh, that's such a great idea. You already know it's a great idea. You're the one that had it. Friends like that, just, they waste your time. Okay, I'm going to use up this iron pick. I don't care at this point. Anyway, yeah, I'm preaching a little bit too much. Like I said, it is going to be a grindy soapbox type of episode. It's not that I like doing the grindy soapbox type episodes. I don't mind them, but it's... Yeah, I don't want to make you guys suffer through my rants. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, I think. Let me run back over here. I don't want to make you guys suffer through my little tantrums or rants. Whoops, it was one off. But at the same time, this one bothered me. This one bothered me like crazy. You know, trust your friends. There's a saying, and I do honest to God, believe this one. Your friends know more about you than you want the government to ever realize. I think that came from like the 60s or the 70s, back when there was a lot of government, you know, protest type things. You would not want your friend to testify against you in court. Just know that for a plain and simple fact. Your friend knows enough about you that if they were to testify against you, you would probably see hard prison. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is correct, but I want these one closer. Okay. But yes, a good friend knows more about you than you ever want the government to find out. Or that, yeah, you don't want the government to know how much your friend knows about you. And I'm not being an anti-government conspiracy theorist and all of that. It's just an old saying that... Oh, awesome. It's just an old saying that basically you don't want... Okay. You don't want certain information out, and your friend is the best information for that. You can trust your friends. Apparently, my friend, she's an older lady. Well, I've already explained. I'm kind of an older person as well. In the Minecraft community, I would be ancient. But yeah, I understand why she said the things that she said. But what I don't understand is why I didn't find out about this earlier on in the week. Yeah, I thought we had a better friendship than that, and that's just why I'm sad now. Anyway, I am done with this rant, and it's a good thing because I'm also done with time. I can't subject you guys any further. Well, I could. You guys have been a captive audience. Anyway, oh, that reminds me real quick here. No. Alt-Tab. Okay. All right. Yeah, weird time. Weird time for the stream. So I do not have any listeners right now. No, Diol didn't join me this week. But for my YouTube audience, I thank you for supporting me, for being here and listening to my videos. Please remember to hit the like button. The likes are how I track who's actually watching the videos. The number of views that I get, you get a number of view as soon as a person starts watching the video, not when they finish the video. So I use the like button as a track of this is how many views I've had. Because not everybody takes the time to hit the like button. Also, the other counter that is on YouTube is the minutes watched. So I can actually take the total minutes watched, divide by the number that, or the number of minutes that the video is, and know how many people watch that way. But yeah, that's a little more work than I want to put into it. If you could just hit the like, that would be more appreciative. As far as the Twitch stream, I'm at a debate here. I'm at a quandary. I need you guys to do the email and give me some feedback. For those who do not know yet, the comments are turned off on YouTube intentionally. You can contact me through Twitch or through the email that I provided, the Gmail. So if you can give me some feedback on how you want me to proceed with the channel, specifically the Twitch stream. The YouTube is not going to be affected. It will remain uploaded same time, same day of the week. Well, I could change that as well, but I need to know from the Twitch community what they want to see as far as the videos, or as far as the streaming. Do they want to see me maintain the Saturday at noon, which has been very hard for me to do this last week, evidence tonight, and actually for the last 2 weeks as well. This is now the third week in a row that I've recorded it late. Last week was because of a technical issue and it was a re-recording. But, you know, YouTube, you guys get it on Monday, so it doesn't affect you. The Twitch, they get it live, and right now, anyone who tried to tune in during my normal time did not get anything at all. And I really want to start providing for those people who take the time to tune in. I just don't know what to do. If I need to change my streaming time, then I will. As everyone knows, school comes first. If the new streaming time prevents me from doing homework, yeah, it's gone. It will not happen. Homework has to come first. My school is number one priority in my life. Well, technically number two. My wife is number one priority in my life. But school is a very close second because that is for my wife and I's future. So, anyway, enough of that rant. Please let me know what you think about changing times on the stream. I do know that the Twitch community, most of you, don't even wake up until like 2 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon. So if you need later streams, please let me know, and I can try and accommodate for that. As for this video, sorry guys. As far as this video and this stream, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up and say, as always, my friends, may peace find you well.